Hello, and very happy to see you on my channel. This morning, we give you inside Harry and Meghan's $15 million super luxury house suffers new backlash. They were labeled hypocrite couple. Today, sources revealed Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's sprawling $14.7 million Santa Barbara estate with a library, arcade, wine cellar, and A-list neighbors, including Oprah and Ellen DeGeneres. This is the sprawling California estate snapped up by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, making them neighbors with celebs Oprah Winfrey and Ellen DeGeneres. Santa Barbara property documents show the sprawling 9-bedroom and 16-bathroom mansion in upscale Montecito was bought on June 18th for an eye-watering $14,650,000. The 18,000 square foot home sits on 5.4 acres of land, and immaculately clipped hedges border the estate's stone-pillared entry gates. According to Zillow, the entrance opens onto a wide lane paved with hand-cut Santa Barbara stone that leads through a grand archway of trees to the main residence. TMZ reports the main house includes a library, office, spa with a separate dry and wet sauna, gym, game room, arcade, theater, wine cellar, and 5-car garage. The estate has sweeping lawns, tiered rose gardens, tall Italian cypress trees, blooming lavender, century-old olive trees, a tennis court, tea house, children's cottage, and a pool. It also boasts a 2-bed, 2-bath guest house, perfect for Meghan's mother Doria, who is acting as 1-year-old Archie's nanny. Doria has already been to the house. According to Zillow, the house has been updated with the latest Lutron lighting systems and Crestron, including iPad control. The property is located on a private road in a luxury and secluded estate in Montecito. Almost every house in the multi-million-dollar neighborhood is designed for privacy, with long driveways and large gates. Royal insiders say Harry and Meghan purchased the home with help from Prince Charles. A source said Charles had been keen to help out and put his hand in his own pocket to assist. He is devoted to both his sons, and anytime he can assist them, he always will. Leading luxury real estate broker Jason Streetfield, who has an office in Montecito, told DailyMail.com Harry and Meghan will fit straight into the community. It's the type of neighborhood where you may not realize who your neighbor is, but you really don't care, he said. It's not unusual to run into Oprah Winfrey at the grocery store or to be sitting next to Ellen DeGeneres for lunch at the Miramar Hotel. It's a very private and exclusive area, a place where you can escape with an ocean in front of you and the mountains behind you. We're about 90 minutes north of Los Angeles and about 4 hours south of San Francisco, a unique south-facing coastal community that has the Channel Islands directly in front of us. We have a wonderful climate, calm waters, and it's just a very laid-back, health-oriented community with plenty to do outdoors. Streetfield, 39, who runs a team of 5 agents in Montecito for the Douglas Elliman real estate firm, said there's also plenty of shopping and great places to eat. He said, there are also 2 small commercial districts filled with wonderful restaurants and high-end shops. Harry and Meghan coming here will certainly create a buzz, but then we're used to celebrities here. Neighbors told DailyMail.com they had not seen the Sussexes, saying that residents on the private roads often kept to themselves. The former royal couple enjoyed walking in the parks near their previous temporary residence on Vancouver Island, Canada, and their new home is just a few minutes' walk away from a canyon trail frequented by hikers lapping up the Southern California sunshine, albeit with COVID-19 face masks. Property records show Harry and Meghan's new mansion was built in 2003. Despite its huge price tag, the house is a steal compared to its previous selling price. A previous owner bought the property in May 2009 for over $25 million. Hoping to turn a profit, it was listed by Sotheby's 6 years later for $34.5 million, but had no takers. Eventually, it was relisted for $16,975,000 in January this year and sold the Sussexes for $2,325,000 under the asking price. Page 6 reported that the couple has lived in Santa Barbara for the past 6 weeks. However, as I said in the first part, a lot of backlashes were directed at this hypocritical couple. Royal expert Ingrid Seward tweeted on Twitter, 18,000 square feet for 2 people and a kid seems a bit much for people who intend to lecture the rest of us on how we all should cut back and leave a smaller footprint. The interesting couple, and just so glad they live on the other side of the country, stunningly out of touch with we the people. Meanwhile, the reporter of The Sun, Mr. Dan Wooten, asked who paid for that. Charles and Coots Bank is my guess. Harry's couple of £100,000 allowance from Papa Charles only covers his private plane trips, his hair transplants, and his wife's wokeness campaigning. Completely lost what little respect I had left for these two. I thought they were all about changing the world. Absolutely obscene show of unearned wealth from two pompous, sanctimonious children. Can't believe I used to feel for them. He also mocked, genuinely hope the world realizes now what hypocrites these two are. How dare they lecture anyone again? This is so flashy, garish, ostentatious, and over the top. Who needs a house this size? They have no family and definitely very few friends. It's just them. But this was her plan all along. Separate Harry from absolutely everyone. Wonder if she will now allow Archie to play with the children from this neighborhood. Remember her dilemma? That she had to keep the child sequestered and couldn't go to any children playgroups because she was just too famous? Then how about sending the child to a playgroup with a nanny? No one would know who the child was, and the poor thing could have at least a semblance of healthy social interactions. Meanwhile, posted on Twitter, user Murky Meg wrote, "For a couple of eco warriors, that house has quite the carbon footprint. Of course, the overconsumption rules only apply to us, the little people. On a side note, if they bump into Ellen taking out the trash, they would be wise not to make eye contact, or things could get ugly fast." But a fan retweeted this, saying, "How could they afford this? Not only the purchase, but the taxes, the maintenance, the utilities. This is a proper slap in the faces of the taxpayers. I would request the breakdown of their income, the source of it. The British royal family ought to clarify this to the nation. I don't believe it. They don't have 16 million, and Charles isn't going to contribute just to give Meghan half when she divorces next year." But another fan mocked, "I'm sure the neighbors will be delighted when the unemployable grifters start putting up the fencing because in amongst all the actual celebrities and successes, they're naturally the ones squealing about privacy. Seriously, nobody's impressed with how Daddy bought Howie and his ditzy future ex-wife a house. She'll keep that in the divorce. He'll return to the cottage in Kensington Palace. You have to hand it to her. Her plan is working out really well." Meanwhile, another user added, "Just a couple of problems here. 18,000 square feet uses a lot of electricity to heat and cool, not to mention all the appliances. Not exactly environmentally friendly for two people who are extremely alarmed about how mankind is destroying the earth with an unnecessary carbon footprint. The other problem, as I see it, is that it is one thing to buy a house like this and another thing to maintain it, especially for two unemployed people with limited skills to offer. Nothing I have heard them say suggests that they are fascinating speakers. $15 million. That's half of Harry's overall wealth. Then they are asking soft Charles to foot the bill after all the bullshit they said about everything and everyone in the UK. Shameless pair. Is this some kind of extortion against the royal family, or does Dimwit take after Charles, in the level of cleverness, or both? I am shocked by the degree of shamelessness, hubris, and rudeness of Meghan and Harry. Meanwhile, Meghan donates $10 a month for a kennel, and just $8,000 for a single donation ever. Meanwhile, Meghan preaches all around, spouting all kinds of lies and nonsense left and right. For me, I think, of course, she will come with the famous ones. Why do you think she moved there? This is her shot. She'll be surrounded by big celebrities, and she'll use Archie to get into the cool mom groups. She knows exactly what she's doing. Her little potential friends around Frogmore could never give her the opportunities. Paparazzi, this new group will. Her PR company must think they've died and gone to heaven. They have the literal golden key. All the wealth in the world doesn't mean happiness and contentment. Some of the most genuine, down-to-earth people I have met in life are just average, everyday people struggling to get by. Leech and Preach are totally opposite to those I just described. They are greedy, needy, and shallow, using those who they deem useful and destroying their families in the process. Charles has always been a weak person. He's too far gone to dish out some tough love to Harry. If Philip was younger and healthier, he would give the red-headed brat a good kick up the backside. And you? What do you think about this hypocritical couple? Please let me know in the comment section below and we can discuss them together. Remember to like and share my video if you think it's useful for anyone. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Sussex Daily News team to get more news from royal family members. Now, goodbye, and see you in the next videos.
The dignity of a person is determined by greed and jealousy. If it is possible to reconcile the demon in you, everything is perfect, and vice versa. The jealous person suffers more than any unhappy person. Because the greater the happiness of others, the unhappiness in Meghan will multiply.